This might be my only chance to see Yurim again. Ever since I learned that her father planned to pair her with another man at the grand ball, I haven't been able to rest. I need to be there. When I visited the children last week, they told me Yurim had gone to my house, hoping to find me. That moment struck deep. I love her, and tonight I'll do whatever it takes to be by her side. The carriage her father arranged should pass through this road soon. This is it. No turning back. I see it. The carriage. I ran through the dim streets, clutching the pouch of money tightly in my hand. My breath catches. I raise my hand high, waving at the rider, praying he stops. The rider noticed me as I approached, his eyes narrowing. He whispered, "What do you want?" "I want to take Yurim. I'm her closest friend. I'll be at the ball too. Please, let me." He shook his head immediately. Orders are strict. I can't let a stranger replace me. I kept pushing, proving my words by answering every detail about her, things only someone who truly knew her could. This is all I have. Take it. Please, let me do this. At last, he slowed the carriage to a stop, his eyes softening as he realized I spoke the truth. He agreed, keeping the money I had offered as help, but on one condition. He would first pick her up. Then, in the middle of the ride, we would switch places. Relief washed over me. Deal. I waited in the shadows at the place we had agreed upon, my heart hammering in my chest. Every passing moment felt like an eternity, until, at last, I saw the carriage approaching. The rider slowed it to a stop, glanced at me, and climbed down. Without a word, we exchanged places. Inside, Yurim sat quietly, her gaze lost in sorrow. She didn't notice the change. She had no strength left to care who guided the carriage. I could almost feel her sadness pressing through the walls, heavy with the knowledge that this night was never meant for her happiness. Before us, the grand estate glittered under the night sky. In the center stood a magnificent fountain, water dancing under the moonlight, shimmering. I slowed the carriage to a graceful stop. For a moment, I drew in a deep breath, steadying myself. Then I stepped down and offered my hand to guide her out of the carriage. She didn't even glance up at first, until my hand appeared before her, and she finally saw me. Yurim burst into tears, tears of joy, disbelief, and relief all at once. She threw her arms around me, holding on so tightly, it felt as though she feared I might disappear if she let go. We caught up with each other. I told her I had been well, and she confessed how lonely she had been without me. I could sense the weight she carried. For now, neither of us could bear the thought of being apart again. Side by side, we entered the grand hall. I saw the happiness in her, and felt the same within myself. I wished this night could belong only to us. Her golden dress shimmered beneath the lights.
I still can't believe it. Yujin is with me now. So yeah, I stayed close to Yujin at first, but I knew I had to go to my parents. With a heavy heart, I stepped away and greeted them. My father looked proud, happy that I arrived safely, and my mother's eyes quickly followed me. Then my father said the words I didn't want to hear. He would introduce me to Nick, the rich young man who owned this grand place and was hosting the ball. I forced a smile, not wanting to disappoint him, even though my heart felt uneasy. Nick stared at me as if he was too amazed, and it made me uncomfortable instead of happy. We talked by the food table, but the longer it went on, the more uneasy I became. Then he suddenly held my hand and tried to pull me toward a private room. My chest tightened with dread. His touch was unwanted, his behavior shameless, and in that moment, all his charm disappeared, leaving only something dark that turned me away completely. From afar, I saw Yujin rushing toward us. My heart raced. He had seen Nick holding me. Nick looked at me sharply and asked who Yujin was. I didn't want my father to find out about us, so I only said Yujin was a friend. Nick laughed, full of pride. He insulted Yujin, saying his suit was fake, that it didn't fit him. and that he looked like a poor man. He claimed no one else could own such a rare design. His words cut deep, but Yujin only smiled and smirked, as if Nick's insults meant nothing. Then Yujin stepped forward. He didn't lose control. He showed strength. He made it clear that no one should treat me badly or force me into things I didn't want. Just by standing there, he made me feel safe. People around us started to notice, their whispers growing. Yujin ended it calmly, saying he would let it pass only if Nick let me go, and stopped right away. Nick forced a smile, acting like nothing happened.
We walked to the fountain to get some air. Yurim looked weak, so I asked if she felt all right. She smiled softly and thanked me for saving her. She said she couldn't understand why her father trusted Nick. I told her she wasn't alone, and I tried to ease her worry. Then she looked at me. She said people only saw me as poor, an orphan, someone unworthy, but she knew I cared, that I could never hurt her like Nick did. Her words struck deep. My chest grew heavy, and I felt I couldn't hold back anymore. I had a secret, something I needed her to know, something about who I was and what I felt. My lips parted, ready to speak, but before the words could leave me, her father's voice cut through the night. He came with Nick beside him, anger in his eyes. He told his guards to throw me out. They can take me out of this place, but can they stop what's already in my heart?